So today we're going to go over some of the sticks, the ones that I use, and these are not like game use sticks from NHL players or anything. These are the ones that I use and usually buy the shafts and have my own blade put in there. So it's a two-piece. Pretty much all the sticks you see in the stores, they're two-piece. They're just, you know, they make them look like a one-piece, but it's really a two-piece. So that stick up there is a Northland. It's a giant stick. It's about 10 feet long. It's I think it came from the factories from what the guy told me. It's 10 feet, weighs about 25 pounds. It's got the electrical tape at the top, at the blade. And I made a special holder for it where it sits up there. Pretty cool. It looks like a 2x4. And then this is the stick rack that I made. Just took a bunch of scrap aluminum that I had and decided to make a stick rack, and it holds probably like 70 sticks. You can put the sticks on there. So anything you have at home that you can maybe turn into like a stick rack, some extra material sitting around, and you can just be creative. So I'm not a big fan of the one piece like everybody. Pretty much I'll take my blade and I'll just, you know, put some epoxy or glue, just, you know, it works the best. And this is a heel curve, and it's a, I'll say like a Lie 6. It's a Bauer X60 shaft. Even if they're tapered or standard, I could still make a tapered blade fit because put a lot of more tape. This one that's pretty light is like 11K. So by the time we're done with this video, companies are already making new sticks, new models. That's hard to keep up. There's a 20K. These were all used. I purchase them wherever I can. Here's an Easton. This one has grip on it. Same curve. And it's one of my favorite ones is the old Koho. This is a similar pattern. This thing's like a log. Still solid. Here's another classic one. It's a aluminum. I was thinking of maybe putting a graphite blade in this and trying it out just to see. It's pretty light. Probably like stiffness maybe 120 flex. There's no give. So, and this one's good. It's a cheap model. Combat. But it kicks the puck pretty good. Actually better than the 52. This one's like a fiberglass graphite combination. So as you see, this is a standard shaft, but I have a tapered blade and somehow it works. So if you ever find a standard shaft and you still want to put a blade in there, you just got to put a ton of tape and lots of glue. And it holds fine. No problems. Let's see what else. Got a few Warriors. I like the Warriors. That's the Mac Daddy. It's one of my favorites. These things are really light and just really nice stick. They don't make them anymore. It's too bad. The very first ones were lime green, and those were the nicest as for the kick point. And then they kind of changed some things around. I could tell the difference, but I used to use this. This was a one piece. It was the only one piece that I liked. After that, I decided to go with blades. Because if you get one piece, you're kind of stuck. with the same flex, and so I like to change it up and see what works the best, kind of experiment, and different weights. So they're not all the same, but they're close. Here's that's an Easton Mako. Colors, it's not my favorite. It's a good shaft. It's okay. Solid. Sherwood 7000 is a classic. That's the stick that Al McGinnis used to use. Similar. Here's a old Innovative. What happened on this one? It's a 1100. It was a 1000. Had the shark skin, and the shark skin got peeled off. So I just peeled it right off, and then it's pretty light. It's not so clean, but it's a standard shaft. It's an original shaft. And these were popular. Innovative 1100, and decided to put some epoxy, like a JB Weld. Just painted it black. Fedorov used to use these. Robitaille, bunch of guys. I think he broke the shot record with this in 2002. Fedorov. It was a similar type of stick he's using. So they changed to Warrior. Owner sold the company to Warrior, which is New Balance shoes. Here's an old Z Bubble. not the original, but it's the second one. It's peeled off. Put a wood blade in there. Here's a Total One shaft. Here's one that I like. It's also Mac Daddy, but the colors were altered. It wasn't the yellow, so similar graphics. Here's a cheap one. I don't know what it is. It's pretty heavy. But it's pretty cheap. I paid like $10 for this one. It's like a homemade stick. There's some more shafts. 20Ks. Sherwood's pretty light. Hard to fit a blade in though. It's somehow they made them pretty thin, so you don't fit a blade. But I think I got one where I did fit a blade. And right here. Just cut it, size it up, and use the heat gun. The main thing to use the heat gun, heat it from the top in, not from the side, so it doesn't bubble. But this one's pretty light. Thank you very much for watching.